In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 28, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Columbus Blue Jackets. The Tampa Bay Lightning face the Columbus Blue Jackets in the final game of the season series, with both teams heading in opposite directions to close out the regular season. The Lightning have a 50-22-8 record, and with a 4-game winning streak are only a win away from securing the third-best record in the Atlantic Division. The Blue Jackets, meanwhile, have a 36-37-7 and already been eliminated from the playoffs, are looking to build momentum as part of a difficult rebuild. The Blue Jackets are looking to add on 1 win in the season series and look to pull off the upset and provide great odds in the process as home underdogs. The problem is that the Blue Jackets face a red-hot Lightning team that look to overwhelm them on both ends of the ice. On the season, the Columbus Blue Jackets have a per-game scoring differential of -0.49. Things haven't gone any better at home, as they are losing home games by an average of -0.88 goals. As the Columbus Blue Jackets get set to take on the Lightning, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 1-4. During this stretch, they have scored 13 goals, accounting for 43% of the scoring in these contests. On the season, the Tampa Bay Lightning have a per-game scoring differential of 0.69. Even when playing on the road, the team is winning games by an average margin of 0.46 goals. Heading into their game with the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Lightning have a 4-1 record over their past 5 contests. In these games, they have scored 29 goals, accounting for 71% of the overall scoring. A key to this recent success is the fact that they have outscored their usual output of 3.46 goals per game 4 times. Given that Tampa Bay just picked up a win over Columbus, I expect this to happen again, as the Blue Jackets struggle to create scoring chances against a strong Tampa Bay defense. The Columbus Blue Jackets continue to get clapped defensively, which contributes to their losses, and they've had no recent success against the Lightning, which includes 5 straight losses. So the Tampa Bay Lightning money line is our full game side pick. The Blue Jackets, who average 3.13 goals per game, should create plenty of scoring chances with Patrick Lane, Oliver Bjorkstrand, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and finding open shots with quick centering passes. The Lightning, who have scored 26 goals in the last 4 games, should run up the score against a Blue Jackets defense that is allowing 3.63 goals per game, with Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, and the rest of the forward unit creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone and great centering passes, while Victor Hedman picks apart the Blue Jackets defense from the point. Both teams played each other just 2 days ago, and while that game finished 4-1 as mentioned previously, this matchup could be a completely different story. Tampa Bay still has something to play for, so they should come out firing and wanting to put this game away early. Columbus won't be resting any players, so their offense can do some damage on home ice. Steven Stamkos has been the hottest player in the last week. He has 6 goals and 11 assists in his last 5 games and hit the 100-point plateau for the first time in his NHL career. Nikita Kucherov has been just as good and looks like he's ready for another deep playoff run. It doesn't matter who Columbus starts in goal. They aren't going to be able to keep these 2 superstars off the score sheet. Tampa Bay could hit the over on their own, but it would be easier if Columbus joined the party. Both the Lightning and Blue Jackets are led by their offenses, and both forward units look to find the back of the net throughout the game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Capitals versus New York Islanders. The Washington Capitals face the New York Islanders for the second time this week to conclude the season series. The Capitals have a 44-24-12 record and have clinched their spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs, while the Islanders have a 36-34-10 record and have lost 3 of their last 10 games. The Capitals are looking to leap past the Pittsburgh Penguins in the playoff picture in the final 2 games, while the Islanders hope to end the season on a high note, and the upcoming game should be a good one as a result. The Islanders are looking to finish the season strong, and after the recent 4-1 upset against the Capitals, look to add on a win on their home ice. The problem is that the Capitals are fighting for a playoff spot and look to bounce back and control this game from the opening puck drop. Washington has won 7 out of the last 10 games against the Islanders. New York has been shut out in 3 out of the last 6 games against Washington, and they have scored more than 3 goals against the Capitals twice in the last 10 games. Washington ranks 10th in goals per game and 13th in goals against per game. Alex Ovechkin has 90 points, 50 goals, and 40 assists. He ranks 4th in the league in goals. John Carlson has 70 points on the season, and he ranks top 10 in points, goals, and assists among defensemen in the league. Evgeny Kuznetsov has 24 goals and 53 assists on the season, and he has 1 point or more in 6 out of the last 10 games. The Caps have a much better offense than the Islanders. New York ranks 24th in goals per game and 30th in shots per game. Washington won 2 out of the 3 matchups this season against the Islanders. The Capitals will bounce back from losing to the Islanders on Tuesday night. The Capitals should win the game in a decisive victory on the road, so the Washington Capitals money line is our full game side pick. Goaltending has been very good for New York. The Islanders rank 7th in goals against per game. Ilya Sorokin has a 2.35 goals against average and a .927 save percentage, and he is 2nd in the league in shutouts, with 7 shutouts on the year. Defense and goaltending have been good this season for Washington. They rank 13th in goals against per game and 6th in shots against per game. The Islanders average 2.3 goals per game over the last 10 games against the Capitals. New York has been shut out in 3 out of the last 6 games against Washington, and they have scored more than 3 goals against the Capitals twice in the last 10 games. The under is 6-4 in the last 10 games between these two teams, and the under hit in 2 out of 3 matchups between these two teams this season. This will be a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Calgary Flames versus Minnesota Wild. The Calgary Flames face the Minnesota Wild, with both teams looking to improve their playoff position in the Western Conference. The Flames have a 50-20-10 record and have a 3-game winning streak, while the Wild have a 51-22-7 record and have won 8 of their last 10 games. The Flames have already clinched the best record in the Pacific Division, while the Wild look to secure the second best record in the Central Division ahead of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is going to be a great game between 2 of the best teams in the Western Conference. The Wild look to bounce back from a rough loss with a strong performance on their home ice, but the Flames look to find favorable matchups on both ends of the ice. Although they've already clinched the Pacific Division title, the Flames picked up an impressive victory in Nashville on Tuesday night. Trailing by a single goal late in the 3rd period, Matthew Tkachuk scored a miraculous goal with 1 second remaining in the game before the Flames went on to win in overtime. That game highlighted the resiliency and toughness that the Flames have shown all season long, and they'll have a chance to put those traits on display once again against a shorthanded Minnesota team in tonight's matchup. The Flames have been one of the league's most dominant teams this season in nearly every aspect. They rank top 10 in goals per game, goals against per game, power play percentage, and penalty kill percentage. They also have an elite goaltender in Jacob Markstrom, who is having a fantastic season in net, and he should get the start in this game after backup Dan Vladar got the start in Nashville 2 nights ago. Minnesota is similarly having an incredible season, as their fast-paced offense led by young star Kirill Kaprizov has catapulted them into yet another playoff appearance. The acquisition of Marc-Andre Fleury has been a major boost in net as well, giving them another solid goaltending option other than Cam Talbot. However, the Wild are dealing with some key injuries, as defensemen Jared Spurgeon and Matt Dumba, as well as forward Matt Zuccarello, are all sidelined and likely out for this game against Calgary. These injuries may be costly when facing a well-rounded team like Calgary, so the Calgary Flames money line is our full game side pick. The Wild, who have scored 20 goals in their last 4 games, should pile on the goals with Kirill Kaprizov, Ryan Hartman, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick passes near the net. The Flames, who average 3.60 goals per game, should run up the score against a Wild defense that is allowing 3.08 goals per game, with Elias Lindholm, Matthew Tkachuk, Johnny Gaudreau, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone to pick apart the Wild defense. Both teams have great offenses that look to step up and find the back of the net throughout the game. In addition to that, both of teams are really good in front of the net, and I think the scoreboard and scoreboard operator are going to be getting a workout here, as I'm expecting an offensive clinic. This will be a high-scoring game controlled by both offenses. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.